I'm just collecting some photos yeah, of the places that I am interested in. Like for example, these are made in Strasbourg. Okay, let's have this one. Like this one is spotted in a really nice street in Gdańsk. It's called Łąkowa. It's very nearby the place I started this project. And also I live kind of nearby. And at the beginning, I am locating this place. This exact spot is in here, yeah? And I'm doing like the really simple research, what is happening around. So I am trying to find important functions that already exist somewhere in this area. And for this, it would be a school, it's a gymnasium, it's between the primary school and the high school in Poland. Then just the opposite is the primary. Someone has put those three windows on their own decision, yeah? Like it wasn't made in a proper way. They don't look like they were in the project from the beginning. So already, like we can see that there is some kind of the floor, like in between of them. Yeah? In the time in between of their lives, yeah, that places that was functioning somehow before, but because of some reason, the life at the spots has stopped, and in general, it's somehow waiting to input some new energy into them, yeah, to maybe change their function, or maybe try to recover from the past the functions that existed there before, or maybe somehow to use the actions that are already happening there, like some up-down actions that people organize for themselves in this kind of spots, and to give them like the proper form, yeah? Okay. While designing new.
So you just design, or you propose the project to do
it? It depends. Like at the beginning, I was trying to design the new structures for some exact places, okay, but I wanted to make this project more general, yeah, like to find somehow kind of the rule that exists in all of that places, and maybe to find one way to discover what to do with them. But after a while, I've noticed that it's just impossible, because like those places maybe look very similar, but definitely they are not. Like they are totally different, like each one of them. And trying to find one way to organize them would be just a terrible mistake, yeah? Because it would somehow make them the same, and that's not the point. Like each one of them should be developed for its own. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to bring this topic to the conversation, to make people notice that this place exists and they can do something with them, just to put people's eyes on these kind of places that exist somewhere nearby them. Yeah. Okay, so you propose that to the politics. Yeah, like I think that this kind of up-down actions, when people want to organize for themselves, okay, are the best way to change the city. Yeah? Like we live in a democracy, so when people want to change something, the governors have to do this because they are counting on their voices. So that's the best way to do things. Yeah? But people are really caring about these buildings? Or? I think that in general people just don't notice them. Right. Like they are somehow separated from the city, and people are just passing by, not noticing that they can do something with them and make their neighborhood and afterwards their lives a bit better. Yeah? What I developed so far for myself is that the difference between being an artist
or an architect is quite visual. When you are an architect, usually people get to you with some problems and they want you to solve them in a proper way. You don't have to think about finding problems to find a solution for. But while being an artist, you usually don't have this craftsmanship to solve problems. But you are trained to be an observer. As an observer, you can be an eyes for the society. You can be the person who is watching your surrounding really carefully and just marking some problems that exists in your habitat. So in this process of designing world and making it better, you are at this first position. You are giving the subject for other people to develop it later. And probably being somewhere in between those two positions is a place for me to be.